Thank you very much for joining us, and welcome to the MidCities Medical overview presented by Alana Ocon, Director of Government Sales and Marketing, and featuring Tracy Reed, CEO and Army veteran. My name is Joel Galloway, Marketing Liaison at MidCities Medical. MidCities Medical is a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business that has partnered with the Department of Veteran Affairs hospitals and medical centers to provide home oxygen and respiratory equipment to veterans throughout the state of Texas, parts of Oklahoma, and Arkansas for the past 25 years. Before we dive in, though, I would like to do a little housekeeping. Although we are keeping mics muted during the presentation, we would like this to be an interactive conversation. We will be taking all questions at the end of the presentation and encourage you to utilize the chat interface to express your opinions and or share experiences about any issues that we address today. As mentioned previously, I have been a marketing liaison with MidCities Medical for the past 3+ years, and I've known Alana for over 15 years. Prior to MidCities Medical, she and I collaborated on a number of planning, analytics, and management projects on a professional level, but I would also consider her a very good friend. Her deep focus and attention to detail allows the entire MidCities Medical team to make strategic decisions that drive better business results. Tracy is a retired sergeant in the Texas Army National Guard and served in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003. Due to combat injuries sustained while in service, Tracy was honorably discharged from active duty and utilizes his own personal experiences as a combat wounded veteran and VA patient to provide veteran patients, their caregivers, and all of our VA customers world-class service with the honor, respect, and compassion that they deserve. That said, let me introduce Alana and Tracy with MidCities Medical. Take it away.
Joel, thank you very much. And thank you to all of the attendees that are joining us today. My name is Tracy Reed. And as Joel said, I am the CEO of MidCities Medical. We are, as Joel also stated, a service-disabled veteran-owned small business that has partnered with the Department of Veterans Affairs hospitals and medical centers to provide home oxygen and respiratory equipment to veterans throughout the state of Texas and parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas for over 25 years. MidCities Medical Delivery Service created a DBA in 2018 called MidCities Medical to prevent limiting ourselves to home delivery in the eyes of our federal customer. In 2016, the company was awarded a VA federal supply schedule to provide respiratory supplies and equipment on a national level to the federal government. Under delegation authority by the GSA, the VA manages multiple award contracts for medical equipment, supply, pharmaceutical, and service schedule programs. With over $14 billion in sales, the VA Federal Supply Schedule supports the healthcare requirements of the VA and other federal government agencies by providing federal customers with over 1 million state-of-the-art commercial products and services. What we do, with an emphasis on providing world-class customer service, relying on our 25 years of experience in the respiratory industry and teaming with industry-leading manufacturers, MidCities is equipped with the knowledge and level of commitment necessary to provide its customers with the highest level of products, training, and services. Why this is important to the VAs. As a company that is owned and operated and managed by a veteran who served in the U.S. Army, we embody a level of understanding that places the utmost importance on improving the quality of life for all of our veterans with a dual mission of hiring veterans and exceeding industry standards. The services that we provide are, as was outlined previously, home oxygen, ventilator delivery, and services. We do so both on the services side as well as the supply side, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with service and support. equipment training and support as well, and travel patient benefits. With six locations throughout Texas, we deliver and ship nationwide so that your orders arrive just in time to meet your needs and inventory space requirements. With that said, I want to hand it over to Alana Ocon, our Director of Government Sales, to expound upon the products and supply items that we provide.
Thank you, Tracy. We have in addition to the service side of our business, we also sell equipment and supplies with over 300 items on schedule, including a selection of continuous and pulse flow oxygen concentrators. We have Joint Commission approved oxygen delivery devices such as cannulas, tubing, nebulizers, and a variety of masks, including Venturi and non-rebreathers. We also are distributors for leading manufacturers, including Westmed, SunMed, O2 Concepts, GCE, and Graham Field, with access to thousands of healthcare products and proven brands such as Hosted, Lumex, and Everest and Jennings. Coupled with our respiratory line of products, this combination of manufacturers allows for an array of offerings specializing in DME, acute, long-term, and home care, healthcare furniture, and bariatric patient care products such as beds and associated mattress surfaces, patient lift devices, transfer and transport devices, mobility, seating, and personal care. Next, I'd like to highlight two of our customers and how they are using our products to make a difference: the Miami VA in Florida and the Dallas VA in Texas. The Miami VA hospital in Florida answered the calls from their veteran patients to provide portable oxygen concentrators instead of traditional metal tanks that many consider difficult to transport while only providing a finite amount of oxygen. Popular among these veteran patients are the OxLife Independence and Freedom portable oxygen concentrators made by O2 Concepts. Despite popular belief that portable oxygen concentrators are more expensive than tanks, the home oxygen coordinator at Miami VA, Brian Sturgill, has proven otherwise. He explains that with POCs, the patient isn't dependent upon a vendor to arrive, fill, and deliver the tanks, and the VA saves money on delivery and related service costs. Since incorporating POCs, the Miami VA has been able to maintain patient O2 saturations at 98% or above and relieves the patient's fears of ever running out of oxygen. The Dallas VA, one of our great customers, when the Joint Commission released its top 10 challenging standards for accredited ambulatory healthcare organizations, high on the list were multiple infection control standards. Based on these new Joint Commission advisories and infection control standards, the Dallas VA began using oxygen delivery devices such as our Comfort Soft Plus cannula with universal connectors instead of the Christmas tree adapters, which are considered only single patient use. So to prevent contamination and control infection, the universal connector is bonded to the oxygen delivery device for direct attachment to an O2 regulator. In addition to this infection control advisory, the Joint Commission also places an importance on safety actions to prevent pressure injuries related to medical devices. Conventional PVC cannulas are hard and create considerable friction and shear forces when dragged across the skin, causing breakdown. The Comfort Soft Plus cannula with universal connector that the Dallas VA is using not only meets the Joint Commission's advisory on single patient use, but it also addresses the problem of medical device pressure injuries. In a recent UPMC study, the incidence of hospital-acquired pressure ulcers decreased to 0 after switching to the Comfort Soft Plus cannula, effectively reducing pressure injuries caused by cannulas by 100%. MidCities Medical carries all of these oxygen delivery devices and more. We work with the Dallas VA to understand their inventory-related space requirements so that when ordered, we can offer that convenient just-in-time delivery, and we can do the same for you.
Thank you very much, Alana. Wow, I would like to thank everybody for their time, interest, and attention today. I'd also like to highlight real quick before we end that MidCities Medical is also part of the GSA Advantage, and all of our products are available for purchase through this online government purchasing service run by the General Services Administration. In addition, we'd like the opportunity to help your individual VA improve the ease and efficiency of providing patients home oxygen and respiratory equipment. And you can reach MidCities at any of the contact information shown on your screen. As you can see, we have a toll-free number. We also have fax, and you can always email us at sales@mid-citiesmedical.com. All right, as mentioned at the beginning, we do encourage everyone to express their opinions and share their experiences about issues that we've addressed today during the presentation. I do see that we have a few questions. So let's see. Question 1 for Tracy and Alana. All right, what does MidCities Medical mean when they say veteran quality? Do one of you want to take that?
Sure, I will. We perform our assigned duties under the combined ownership of service-disabled veterans and experienced executives from the medical field. We strive to hire, train, and employ veterans or their family members as technicians and staff, and will provide the same selfless service attitude that our veterans provided us during their military service. Thank you.
Great question, great answer. I'm glad you answered that because I'm not sure I could have been that succinct. I do have one more question I see. What does it mean, Tracy, I think this might be for you. What does it mean when MidCities Medical says that it's a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business?
Certainly, Joel, I'll address that. What it means to be a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business. The Department of Veterans Affairs has undertaken outreach efforts to identify small businesses owned and controlled by veterans and service-disabled veterans. The VA outreach efforts aim to improve prime and subcontracting opportunities for veteran and service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses. The VA believes that if the sacrifices made by the veterans in service of our country need to be recognized at all levels of the government. The Department of Veterans Affairs and other government agencies are committed to make maximum practicable prime and subcontracting opportunities available to such firms. Thank you, Joel.
Thank you, Tracy. Okay, it looks like everybody's kind of quiet. And I think on that note, we're going to go ahead and finish up today's event. Let me remind everybody that joined us today that you will be receiving a copy of the presentation along with additional educational content and maybe even a short survey, as well as how you can contact MidCities Medical moving forward. So I think with that, thanks again, everybody, once again for your time and attention, and have a good afternoon. Thank you, Tracy and Alana.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joel.